just not your flavor.
Right.
Now, you should still like it. If you absolutely hate the wine, it's not for us.
Right.
But when we're going to debate between two, you're going to ask yourself, okay, which wine might go better with this dish we're preparing? So that we're going to do a cocktail. Probably might do like a Kir Royale with that. A Kir Royale is creme de cassis, which is a black currant liqueur, a little bit of sparkling wine. And I think with a pomegranate salad you want to do, that'd be a really nice start. As Maggie kind of gets set here, we're going to go through just so we refresh ourselves. So first course, roasted squash soup, right?
Yeah.
Roasted squash soup. It's going to have, we talked about toasted pepitas, maybe a little maple syrup or something to bring out that natural sweetness. Second course, pan-seared sea scallops, parsnip puree, and maybe a little bit of greens or something. What came to my mind was like chicory, which is a really interesting green. It has a little bit of bitterness to it, and it's a very nice winter green. And I think on top of that seared scallop and that bright green would be nice. Third course, really excited about this course, the oven roasted wild mushroom with braised greens. So earthy, like meaty, but meaty in the mushroomy sense. I think we'll use Swiss chard or something like that. Whatever season, maybe even some mustard or collards. Fourth course, red wine braised short ribs with a creamy, rich polenta. And then we have the dark chocolate. We were doing dark chocolate, right?
Yeah.
Dark chocolate, sea salt, maybe a little fruit, something, compote with it. To be determined. The wine might drive us on that too.
Oh, John went over the menu. I have the notes. The sheet they give you two choices for each course. It's good to have choices. What you guys, John said you guys kind of picked, you led some of the wine choices, and they were great. So I just followed your lead on those.
Okay. Thanks for that.
Yeah. No, they were spot on. And then I might add a twist in for, the second option. Just because I listed it with a specific course doesn't mean that you can move it around as you want. A lot of times we're going to moving the bread around, to match with different courses. So as you taste it, think about the dishes. Pick what you think is best. The champenois, they capture the bubbles in the bottle, right? So you have the time that the wine spends in contact with the dead yeast, giving you a little more complexity, richness, toastiness. So this I have a little more heft, put it simply.
We can do a French wine, we can do the Kir Royale, we can do it by itself. I'm not opposed to any of that. So keep an open mind when you're talking, thinking about this one.
I'm a casual type of wine drinker, I do experiment a little bit, when my friends come around. We, definitely get a good bottle and we will celebrate, and speak with each other.
Sure. So what have you learned in this class, at Edwins that has made you appreciate wine a little more?
The different textures. Some of them were sharp. Some of them had full body. Some of them was refreshing. Some of them was fruity. Some of them even had like a caramel taste to it. But it was all something different. None of the wines was the same. It was always something different to discuss about it. It was definitely a conversation piece, each wine that we sampled.
Coffee, it's a textural contrast. It's great with root vegetables. I don't know why. I think it's just a counterpoint texturally. So I would say think if you want to have a cocktail, like incorporate sparkling cocktail or sparkling wine by itself. Right? Yes.
Yeah, see there.
So this is Sauvignon Blanc from California. It's fermented in a mix of stainless steel concrete and a little bit of neutral oak. It's mostly Sauvignon Blanc, but it's so the model for this is a French white Bordeaux. There's a little Semillon in there, so the acidity is toned down just a little bit, and there's a little more textural component to it. So I did a California white rum blend, and I did a French Chardonnay. So, you guys, this one's going to smell a little bit right off the bat. It'll blow off. It's from Monterey, Central Coast, California. It's white rum varietal, so Grenache Blanc. And Marsanne, if I remember right. It's fermented with indigenous yeast, so it's natural yeast. And that often lends a little savory note on the nose. Usually that blows off. I'm really sensitive to it, so I get it right off the bat.
Yeah, it do smell.
Right?
Yeah.
You get a little funkiness. Some people get a little blue cheesy on the nose. That should blow off. But this, when you get it on the palate, this could work really well with the scallops.
The variety.
Not an outrage.
Yeah.
Do you want to get more?
Like it'll take, you know what I'm saying, the saltiness away.
It's Sauvignon Blanc?
Yeah, it's kind of soft.
Okay.
So which one you talking about?
The Sauvignon Blanc.
Sauvignon Blanc.
I
like the Chardonnay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's better to vote for something. Yeah, just
You gotta have a sticky lid, so.
That's how we work. 4, 5, 6. Who wants the white blend with the scallops? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And the Pinot Noir also from Oregon.
So they're both from Oregon?
Yeah, they're both from Oregon, yeah. Just happened that they were you're getting great quality for the price coming out of Oregon, and they're both really should. Both of these could work for the dish. So, this Gamay is from Enemy Winery. It's super aromatic. It's really appealing to me for that reason. I don't know which is going to go better. They both work well with mushrooms.
My memory and my palate working together, I definitely was able to come up with some good concepts on how I felt about what the taste would be like, the refreshing taste would be like when after you take a bite. Because once you taste the food, you definitely want something refreshing to go and complement it, not just something to wash it down, but you want something to complement what you just had.
So out of the wines you tasted today, did one stand out? Was there a favorite for you?
Yeah, definitely the first one that we had. Give me a second, I'll tell you what that was. It was actually my first time tasting it. It was sort of the sparkling wine, and since we have the winter theme, the bubbles and everything went along with it, and it was definitely it grasped me as soon as I had a taste of it. It was the Prosecco. Yeah.
Bordeaux, which is a classic pairing with beef, is the astringent component on the end of a wine. Tannins are a compound, like literally a string of compounds, and when they're short, when somebody calls it dry or more tannic, more astringent, the tannins are shorter, they're literally grabbing hold of your taste buds like Velcro. So when you have it with fat and protein, like a short rib dish, it doesn't have to be beef, the tannins get longer, so they literally chew on and grab hold of your taste buds. So the fruit pops out, the texture becomes really smooth. And that dish is a perfect opportunity to get like a bolder, more structured tannic wine. Does that make sense? Red wine shortbreads. Great shortbreads we're doing with polenta.
Yeah, I like this. So what do you think about who wants to do the Bordeaux?
The first one.
The first one. Okay. All right. That's the bit.
I love this. So dark chocolate. Dark chocolate like it's supposed to melt chocolate, it's gonna be less sweet, right? Right. Not the more bitter. Well, more bitter. That's tannins. Dark chocolate has tannins. That's what it is. So the general rule of thumb, rules are made to be broken, is that the wine should be sweeter than the course, sweeter than the dessert. So port was the only thing that made sense to me. So I bought 2 different port. And the house that I brought is Dow. Because their house style is a less sweet style of port. Have you all tried port before? Okay.
Not that.
It can be, yeah, Taylor is super sweet.
Yeah.
Right? It's just all about the fruit and the sweetness. So, and ports are meant to be sweet. They're literally, they're fortified with alcohol and little sugar, basically. This is a less sweet. You get some acidity and a little bit of tannin on this one. Nutty, nutty style. They do it. This is a vintage, it's a late model vintage, so it's from a single vintage. This one's a bit less sweet, less jammy. There's a little more acidity showing through, I think. It's darker. The fruit flavors are darker, it's more like black cherry. Right? It's really different and less boring.
So it was all downhill from there, huh?
Yeah, and it was my first time tasting Prosecco also.
Yeah.
So it's now going to be on my list of grabbing when I be with my friends and we'll have a conversation about it, especially with this event going on. We have a really big conversation about it.